Queen, Neen, Philly shit, sexy shit. Let's go. I'm sitting pretty, getting it. Queen ain't about her dividends. Straight to the point, I hate a bitch. Ain't on me cause I'm winning. Young shit, step your brain up. Stop sucking dick, step your brain up. Closed mouths don't get fed, but if you close your lips, you're more dangerous. Paper chasing full speed ahead. Yeah, I'm hungry, I eat the bread. Hating on me, what the problem is. I love a challenge, I solve it quick. This what a queen should feel like. Down the queendom, real tight. Play no games, I won't say no names, but the niggas know you little lame lie. What you looking for? I got what you need. That good can take you there. I call her Molly, cook it up, break it down. You know I got that recipe. Keep calm, nigga, slow your roll. If you ain't got a check, then don't check for me. I jump in the whip and hop out. I make them scream, I make them shout. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, yeah. Jump in the whip and hop out. I make them scream, I make them shout. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen. I be feeling myself all types of ways. Big shots on the thing of wish that's the way. Femme fatale, the proof my lover. The Michael Lethal weapon, so I named him Mr. Glover. Be spazzing out in my head. If how I felt was bull, y'all be big. Can't base my life on what she said, cause what she said don't beat my bread. Back to back, cop balls for days. At the balls for days, snitch and away. Hosting shows, counting dough, raising my door, and I crossing. I fell back a bit, and I'm back again. I'm trying to rock shows.
Yeah. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. It's Thursday. Crystal Clear Thoughts with your girl, Queen Neen. Make some noise. That was an African drum right there. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. First of all, let me let y'all know I am in the building. It's Thursday. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling myself. I'm thankful for another day. I want to say I to my parents for giving birth to this beautiful young lady. And then I want to go ahead and make some noise to Philly. And thank you for keeping the doors open at AYEE Radio and keeping this thing going each and every Thursday. What up, Philly? AYEE Radio. We in a building. Yeah, y'all already know what it is. You know, it's always got to be a little special invited guests from time to time, you know, people that are dear and near to my heart. So I have my sis, we always having our crystal clear moments on her porch. Yes. So we're going to have some crystal clear moments here on the show today. My baby Quita is in the building. What's up, Quita? That's the little big sis, because she little in stature, but she's big with her heart and is full of gold. And she has a lot of love that she shares, especially when it comes down to these children, because we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about being mothers. We're going to talk about just manifesting your dreams, ideas, things, you know, we're going to have some girl talk. We're going to have some girl talk. But before I, you know, get into all the girl talk and talk my stuff, I'm going to give a shout out to all my black businesses. Y'all know I don't have my book in front of me. Usually I can go down, but I'm going to go ahead and start it off with PS Inc. That's here at the radio station. Philly has the doors open for the LGBTQ community to come in. If you need counseling, you need help, you need shelter, or you need something to protect yourself from the world or what's going on, you can come down to the community center and get that type of help. So I want to give a shout out to Philly for that. Shout out to Kim. What's up, sissy? Shout out to my sister Kim. She has her Wolf Photography. She has her cleaning company, but she also has Hope for Tomorrow Village, building bridges to restore hope in the communities. They give out food. You know, shout out to PSN because they also do that on Saturdays. So if you're around and you need things, whatever, look out for us because it's always going down through these helpful events. And that's Hope for Tomorrow Village and PS Inc. Here at AYEE Radio. So shout out to all those businesses right there. Shout out to Amazing Human Beings. Shout out to Hazel's Hangers. Shout out to Kit from Cheney University making all of the Cheney alumni clothing line. Shout out to Shout out to Delgado's, my family. They came through last week. They held it down. It was amazing. We had a great show. We talked about a lot. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming through. So shout out to the business Delgado's. Shout out to my sister Rita, doing it big, doing it big, doing it big. Shout out to Mirrors on the Wall, aka Smoke Easy Hookah Lounge. Shout out to my girl Shar. Keep doing it big. I love you. Shout out to Redemption Clothing Line. Shout out to Trilogy Clothing Line. Shout out to B&B Studios. Shout out to everybody doing it big in the city. If I didn't name you today, please don't blame me, blame my brain, because I don't have my book that has all the names in front of me. But today, let's get this show started. Listen, guys. Me and Queen went to Sesame Place yesterday. We're going to start it off like this.
We got to start with
We're going to start off with the Sesame Street
store.
store. We went to Sesame Place yesterday, and we were hungry. We decided to go to Cookies Cafe to go get us some grub from Cookies Cafe. And in the midst of us getting, sure, you want to sit taller? Come on, switch up. Come on, crystal clear thoughts. We make director moves, baby. This you the balls. We make some moves. We live, y'all. We live. We got to make director's cuts right live. This is what's going on. But until, we get production popping, locking, and we got people in here doing it for us, we working. This is how we do it. Yeah, they get on here.
I feel big now.
She feel a little bit
I feel real big.
Okay. So we at the Cookies Cafe, and me and we in the line. We see that the line is moving slow. I mentioned that nobody's moving in the line, but when we start to move up, we realize nobody's moving because there's no trays.
Right.
So how the hell am I going to I'm not grabbing 50 fucking plates if I can't put it on a tray to carry it to my family. So
what I say to you before.
Oh, wait, no, I'm about to get to that. So this is what you said that after the fact. You said it right in this moment. So in the midst of that, my homegirl, she says, boo, what if they be in here fighting over the line, not moving and food and shit? I'm like, oh my God, that's going to be crazy. Well, why 5 to 10 minutes later, this woman and her goons came through Sesame motherfucking Place, mad as shit. They was hungry. First of all, they was hangry. Yes, okay, they must have been swimming all fucking day. They was tired of the kids. These motherfuckers, they came. They was mad. Move the line. Get your tray. They started grabbing trays. They got themselves. They wasn't nowhere next in line. Then, as we're getting to the end of the line where we got our food on our tray and we rocking and rolling, this woman gonna approach Quita and say, yeah, baby, go ahead and move on up. Quita like, no, ma'am, you're not gonna move me. Not today. We is not. What is wrong with y'all? Why are y'all trying to take over Sesame Place? Y'all do not work here. Y'all are not a part of the staff. I was so confused.
We was really lost.
We were confused. I was just looking at they was doing
children's amusement.
It's a children's park.
We gotta insinuate on this. It's not Six Flags.
Okay.
It's not Dorney Park. It's Sesame Street.
It's Sesame
for the
Street.
toddlers.
Why would you?
For the
who
infants.
In the hell has the audacity to want to fight people, and then people telling her to calm down because she know we're next. So they're like, calm down, you're not even next. She like, but y'all should be thanking me because I'm the one that got the line moving, bitch.
And
no, the line moved. The line moved because the trays.
Because they finally got some clean trays.
They finally put the trays down. That's when the line moved. So we couldn't understand. We was just like, okay, but you definitely spoken into existence. Ghetto ratchetness. She really spoke. Ghetto ratchetness at its finest. We can't never go nowhere, sisters. What's going on? Let's talk about it. Why the fuck black females can't go nowhere without some shit stirring up? Like, why we can't be one kumbaya and be one fucking big happy family?
Our young adults, and then we wonder why our children act the way they act, react the way they act, and handle situations the way they handle it because they're learning from whom?
The adults. And it's sad.
We are a product of our own environments. So with that being said,
talk.
With that being said, you got to teach your child what you want them to do when they're not around you. As I always tell my son, if you go somewhere to somebody else's house and I say don't step on my couch, don't go to their house and step on their couch.
What's wrong?
Who does that?
And my pet peeve is the knee in the couch. Like, sit straight. Unless like movie night, everybody's cozy. That's something different when y'all all it's a family thing. But when people are together, you can't put your legs up. Somebody might need to sit next to you.
Right.
Put your legs down. Put your feet on the goddamn floor where they belong. But that is true. What are the conversations we're having with our children?
Right.
So when they leave our presence, they're doing the right thing because being in Sesame, the children are looking at these women like, oh my God, is they about to fight? Because children are looking for the
yes.
they think it's about to go down.
They was mentally disturbed.
They about to fight in this joint. So it was really a crazy moment, but it gave us a crystal clear vision and a thought of how we want to be around our children when we are out. First of all, if you look good, you feel good. So there's no way you want to be walking around with an attitude or just being, crazy when your children are involved.
Hot for attitude anyway. You already mad because you sweating.
Period.
We sweating already.
We already was hot as shit at Sesame Street. Everybody was hot waiting in this line. But Cookie Cafe, let me say this. The air was popping in Cookie Cafe.
It really was.
We was all in there. We was like, okay, we see you, Cookie Cafe, because we all just was coming from being out in the water and all of that shit. So everybody was feeling the same way that she was feeling. They're like, calm down, ma'am. Calm down. We all trying to get to these fake ass cheeseburgers.
Right. That we thought was delicious until we got up there.
And this motherfucking scoreboard. No, let me not do that. No, stop. Let me stop. I love you, Sesame Place. Thank you for the great time we had. But we adults. We know what the fuck we doing, what we want to eat. And it wasn't that,
True indeed, cousin Kara. True indeed. She said it's learned behavior. If they don't teach,
how can they preach?
Then they won't know.
Exactly.
True indeed, cousin. True indeed.
Because
that's really deep right
because
there.
Because if you're not ready to have those talks, because that's what we say, the talk. Because what? Let me ask this question. Here we go. What can you name as an adult the things that you were taught by your parents? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you learn from them that they actually sat down and said, you need to learn this?
And that you took from them?
That you took from them, like financial advice, what?
That's one thing I took from my father. At the age of 10, my dad taught me how to manage bank books. He taught me how to write out bills. He taught me how to pay my bills. And for that till this day, none of my bills is back due.
Right.
Like, I don't, it just got to the point that I didn't even know it was certain programs out here for people to get into because I just pay my bills.
Right.
I'm that's where my mindset. So that's something that I took from my parent.
Right.
Another thing was friends. It took me up until 17 to really realize what my dad meant when he said you really never have no true friends until you get older.
Yeah, definitely. You got to have years in.
I spent my 18th birthday in jail. Mm-hmm. And with that being said, the chick who I went outside for to help, she didn't even go to jail. Only I went to jail. And I sat in what's the prison called up there? Pick. That's how long ago that was. I sat in Pick and I was flabbergasted. I didn't even know all none of that. And after that, when my mom and my dad bailed me out and I came home, I was like, never again.
Yeah.
And till this day, this the only chick besides my blood sister that I could say is my friend. Because my sister's my best friend.
Right.
I don't even listen. I cut chicks off for so much little stuff.
Yeah.
And I truly appreciate my mom and my dad because had they not taught me that, then I'd be out here living Viva la Loca.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Too busy into my friends, still in trouble, going to jail, doing dumb stuff. I'd have been wrapped up in all that, and I'm really grateful for that, Neen.
Yeah, no, I you know what? And then just knowing you as a person, I understand that whole pattern of, but you had that instilled in you because you came out and you still made yourself, sacrifices to take care of what you have today, and now you have the things that people wish and desire, that they dream about having. So that's what learning is. But that's like you said, you had parents who were able to teach you certain things, to give you certain guidance. And for those who don't have those kind of parents who might not sit you down and teach you how to balance a bank book.
Right.
How do you learn how to do those things?
Well,
What about
they messed it up for us because they don't put it in school.
That's what I was about to say. So when you go to school, are you supposed to get it? No, the teacher's not teaching you that. They're trying to teach you about Columbus and shit.
Right.
About a motherfucker discovering America. That's a whole false story.
Right.
So basically, they're teaching you lies from the rip. And then here you are trying to figure out how to balance a fucking bank book. It's like, yo, why you ain't teaching me how to add and subtract these fucking numbers so I know how to balance a bank book and be able to run a sufficient home for my family. So it's fucked up out here. And that was the point that I was making. These women, are you setting examples for these children? Are we just fighting all the fucking time? Yeah, they out there in the hallway. Are we just fighting all the time? Are we really benefiting from those fights and the things that we're going through? Or are we ready to embark on something new and go on a real journey and discover who we are as women? Are we ready for that journey though? And that's a question, a serious question that you got to ask yourself in the fucking mirror. You got to go in the mirror and say, listen, am I ready to say Queen, Neen, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself? It's time to move on. It's time to do these things. Are you ready to look in the mirror and say, Quita, it's time to do these things? And you can tell the people who are looking in the mirror, and because of the way that they're, what the fuck? What she's got going on here? You can tell by the people who are analyzing who they are in life. You can tell who they are because of the way they move. They're not judging you. We laugh and giggle about shit, but it's never, the conversations is not always about what the fuck somebody else got going on.
Right.
It's usually about what the fuck we can get to go on.
To go on, right.
So
that's real friends.
That's what your group of friends that you have around you today, the women, if I was that woman's friend, I would have told her, calm the fuck down.
Right.
We going to get some food.
Tell him even the guy that was with him was up in the uproar.
Like
the man that was with him was in the uproar. Cause the lady told, what she told the cashier, where's the other cashier?
Yes, cheers.
Where's the
Look,
other
her phone
cashier?
ringing on the turn. Yeah, bring her off.
I don't know how to do that. I didn't on do not disturb. This phone not listening. I said do not disturb. That mean no calls.
What kind of wine? This wine is so delicious.
We drinking that Stella Rose.
Stella Rose.
That Stella Rose Black.
Oh man. We ain't really trying to promote you, Stella, but we really like the way you taste. But yeah, y'all, it's real out here, and it's like, are we going to stick together and start telling our friends when they fucking wrong for doing shit like that and disturbing the peace of children who are trying to entertain themselves and have a good time?
Right.
Because the babies is really what matter, because those are the ones that got to take care of us.
Well,
who's going to take care of you?
I'm going to say this, Neen. It's weird because I'm with you on what you're saying. But the messed up part is you can't even say nicely to somebody, yo, we shouldn't be acting like this, because what they do,
get mad,
flip on you.
Yeah, that was the problem.
You can't correct us as a people, because, and regardless of color, nature, whoever, all colors, because I done seen nasty Chinese, nasty Asian,
Spanish,
nasty
black,
African,
white, all that.
Yeah, like I get it from every angle.
It's all around.
So it's like, I mean, what really can you do?
Yeah.
It's sad because, like you said, you can be like the guy said. He said, "Ma'am, calm down, because we need 2 cashiers."
Yeah, like, ma'am, you don't work here.
Yes, he said, "Be lucky." You know what?
Be lucky that people are working during this pandemic.
That's exactly
because they could fucking be getting unemployment and saying, "Fuck your children."
Yes,
I'm going to fucking stay home.
Yes, Neen.
So they have a heart. They give a fuck. And your little ratchet ass is in here making all this noise up in the uproar.
Over some stinky burgers.
Over some fucking burgers.
That we thought was popping.
They ain't popping like that. Like,
a big bacon burger. That joint was like, I was like, well, you're going to be full after that. You ain't going to need nothing else. I said, well, you ain't going to finish that? No, it's horrible. We just stood in this long line for y'all to rumble. About bullshit.
What's going on? What's going on in the world? What are we fighting for?
Not the right things, boo.
That's what, because now, here I go. What are you fighting for? Are you fighting for the things that's really necessary in our lives for these children so that they can be,
right?
productive in the world because you want some lazy, loudmouth children just fighting everywhere they go.
To go through what we
So
go
now
through.
they going to jail, concentration camps. What the fuck? Are you really that naive that you want to set your own children up to go down? What the fuck? Are we thinking right? What is going on?
No, they really not.
You setting your children up for destruction.
Complete destruction.
Self-destruction. You headed for self-destruction.
Right.
Self-destruction. You headed for. Shout out to KRS-One for that song. That used to be my shit.
Children down there. When do we break the cycle?
It's just out of fucking pocket.
We gotta break the cycle.
We're tired. I'm not gonna say we're tired. We're in the know. And we're trying to show our children the world, do different things with them. We're not perfect parents. We curse our children the fuck out. You see, I got the curses when I'm on the show. I curse all day, every day. I get it from my grandmother. I'm blaming her. Yes.
Agreed.
Yes, Lorraine.
Rest in peace, Grandma.
My grandma, I'm 86. She cursed like a sailor, and I get it from her. I lived with her, and we have cursing conversations. You know, it's never disrespectful. She loves me. I love her, and we talk. So my daughter gets that same type of tough love from me. Right. It's like, sit your ass down. But I'm not saying, would you please sit down? I'm not doing that.
They need that. You want to know why? Because it prepares them for that rough world out there. So when they get out there,
because they kick you down.
Be like, oh, why she just say that to me? Why she just called me a fucking bitch? You'll be able to withstand that. Yeah, you like, and
Mom, that lady called me a bitch. I smiled at her.
Yes. You don't even want to fight about the B word. The bitch roll off your shoulders.
Let me tell you something. If all men are dogs and all women are bitches.
Yes, and put a queen,
female dogs.
Put a Miss Queen on the front of that
queen bitch, okay? Supreme bitch. Kill a nigga for my nigga by any means, bitch. Shout out to Lil Kim for that one. Yeah. What's wrong with y'all? Get your shit together.
Please.
At fucking Sesame Place.
We want to come back to Sesame Place with no fight.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
We want to come back.
She got season passes and got the hookup and shit.
Yes, and I'm ready. Like we ready all day.
We was out there. We was ready in these streets with Big Bird and them. Here come fucking Ratchet Bird and them. What is wrong with them?
And that's exactly what she looked like. Her face was all screwed up. She was so frustrated.
It was out of pocket.
She was really angry, and it
was in her face. Even when she got her food, she was still angry.
She was still angry.
Oh my god!
She was so angry. She pressed the scan me button on the soda machine for ice. That's how angry she was. She pressed the scan me button.
Let me see your cups. Oh, you just your ashtray. Yo, that is too funny because she definitely was out of pocket, and it was so scary. It was like they was big Amazon bitches, like. I'm talking shit right now. Like it would have took 5 of us though to take them bitches down. Because I had the pepper spray.
I already had my.
Bitches, they wasn't no small bitches.
We can't do this.
They wasn't no small motherfuckers. They was definitely tall and ready to go. I was like, oh man.
I'm like, Miss, please.
But that other one, that one at the end.
Back is bad. Miss, please.
The lady at the end though, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to go here. We already got out the line without any trouble because we wanted to say something to these big bitches, but we realized that we pick our battles and we knew that we wasn't arguing with them big ass bitches.
We wasn't choose your battles.
But you, ma'am, will get fucked up by the exit door. You're gonna get fucked up by this exit. So you need to go ahead and mind your business. You came out of nowhere. So go ahead, move it on. You could just move, bitch, ma'am. Bitch, ma'am.
Yes.
And I'm talking shit because, you know, we having a crystal clear moment about the situation. But in actuality, it's really fucked up that people feel like they can do what they want and involve other people in what they're fucking doing. Right. Like, you can't make me do what you wanted me to do. Like, I'm going to need you to calm down. Calm the fuck down. Why are you trying to make me do what you want me to do? I don't even know you, ma'am. You ain't moving me in no line. You're not making me hurry up. We're not doing this.
Right.
So calm the fuck down.
Right.
But she knew they left us alone. We was like, chocolate cake, nasty burger.
Yes. The cake was delicious.
The cake was definitely delicious. I couldn't even eat all the cake. I had to get 2 pieces. But I knew that I was going to have to share. That was the whole purpose of the 2 pieces of cake. But I love chocolate. So if anybody wanted to donate any chocolate to me, I like brownies and chocolate devil's food cake. I will take any bakers that bake me any events. You can medicinal it up.
Oh, I got my sis. Oh yeah, we got you, boo. Right quick. We got a quick shout out for my sissy-in-law. She got them Rebel drops out there. She got Rebel hair products.
Shout out
She
to
do
her.
her whole. She do hair. She do everything. She's the best. She got her whole. Sis, what you got going on? Because you gotta. We gonna take your information so my sis can shout you out for real next week. But it's www.rebelhairoil.com.
Y'all hear www.rebelhair.oil.
Rebelhairoil.com. There we go.
That's that wine. Stella Rose then crept up already.
Yes.
I'm doing it.
She
Shout out
makes
to
it
Cruz, the
personally.
icon. I see you. I love you, Cruz. Shout out to him. I went down to Orlando and did 4 tracks with him and the crew, Wild Bull Entertainment. Shout out to y'all, gang. A lot of people are feeling the Flights Not Feelings track. I gotta send that to you, Philly, because you ain't. Oh yeah, I gotta send that to Philly because that can definitely be part of my intro on the show. Oh my goodness. Oh, and it has an intro on it, so I'm gonna make sure I give you that after the show, Philly.
Decent.
But shout out to everybody, in the building. Who that? Who that's? Reese Banger?
Yes, Reese Banger.
Reese Banger. And who that?
Hello, Uncle Vinny.
Uncle Vinny. Oh my God, Uncle Vinny. I smoked too much weed. I thought the show was this weekend coming up. Looked at the date. It was last weekend. Please don't blame me. I gotta get my shit together. I need a personal assistant. I need help.
I got it. I ain't doing nothing, boo. I got you.
Help. But yeah, I was supposed to host be part of a show. He got a lot of things going on. His artist. Shout out to Vinny. You got to come on the show so you can let us know what you got going on. I'm really proud of you. I'm glad that you're feeling better, and everything that's going on in your life is working as far as his music, because we've been doing this shit for a long time. He saw me in my earliest stages of Nina Brown before I even evolved into Queen Neen. So shout out to Vinny, giving you your flowers right here on live. Yeah. So we're going to switch it up. We're going to switch it up to relationships. Bow. We're going to go ahead and take it to relationships and partnerships, basically. And when it comes to motherhood and fatherhood, is it fair to put everything on the mom?
That's deep.
So we talking about doctor's appointments. We talking about making sure.
Financial.
Yeah. We talking about time and everything. So it's not. And we're not male bashing at all. We want to know the truth so we can know what men think.
Because there's some men out here who's taking care of the kids by themselves. So that's why the statement was
presented
beautiful the way you said it. Is it okay for a parent to parent by themselves, whether it's man or woman?
Yeah. We need to know whether it's okay, because it's certain things that's going on in children's lives and our lives, and they need to be aware, and we need to be aware.
And it fully affects them.
It affects them at all times, even when we think that it's not affecting them. It is truly affecting them, and we really want y'all input on that. What do you think? I'll tell you what I think after you go ahead.
I feel like it's not fair. It's overwhelming. It's irritating. Some days it's like downright fucking make you fucking go bust the motherfucker upside their head. Period. Like, and I can speak because I have a 13-year-old who I can't co-parent with the father. And we only really get calls around birthdays. And that's truthfully it. But I feel like he lives 364 days of the year. And as you said, I do doctor's appointments. My son, he got skin, his skin's so sensitive, he get anything. He at the doctor, he got rashes. So it's just like, he done had stuff, he had surgery done on his back before. I'm by myself, my grandma, my mom, not by myself, but as far as parenting, like you said.
That help.
I've never had that help. And I feel like it takes two to make a baby. Yep. I ain't lay down by myself.
Right.
And we all know what comes out of that pleasure.
Yep.
It's 2 things. It's 3 things coming out of that pleasure. Either just you're busting, you're catching something, or you're having a baby. That's the only 3 things you're getting from sex.
Yeah.
So, like, you know what comes with that. So you know what you got to deal with when it's time.
Shots fired. That's real. I mean, and I was just about to say, personal relationships with the people you lay with, really goes a long way. If you don't have a personal relationship with the person you're laying with and you do make a child with them, it becomes crazy because people are wondering, and people are looking for that baby dad, and he might not want to be around because y'all didn't have that kind of relationship where y'all even discussed, or but like she said, we all know what comes from the end of that session. It comes down to people taking responsibility for what they've done after that act is, after you've committed the act. So me personally, I look at it like this. If you decide to take a person on with children, if you decide to lay down and have children, you should always be in the know of what's going on in everybody's lives. Because for your sanity, because if you're not aware, by the time that person comes to you and tells you some bullshit, you are frustrated with them because it's like, why you didn't tell me this shit a long time ago? So it's kind of fucked up that people are afraid to communicate their wants, needs, and desires from the person that they laid with. And it's fucked up when you don't allow the person to communicate, because when they saying to you what they need for the child, and then you're denying them because you want a specific type of relationship with that person, and you can't have them the way you want them, it's fucked up that you use the child as a fucking crutch, or as the pawn in the scheme of you getting what the fuck you want from your baby mom or your baby dad. It's fucked up. Women do it, men do it.
Yes.
Men do it a little bit more. I'm not to say that from my experience, I've seen it done that men usually dangle what they're going to do for the child by way of how the woman treats them.
Right.
So with women, it's more so we just sometimes we don't give a fuck about you, and we really just want you to take care of your fucking seed.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Like, we really don't.
Queen. That's all we want.
That's it. Like, well, we're going to speak for us.
Yeah, that's all I want.
But majority of the women that have children with men that I know, the majority of times is like they have moved on, they're living their best lives, and all they really want is you to be the responsible person on the side of the bed that you laid in when you was fucking me. Like, you're not going to keep thinking that people are not going to discuss the fact that, because I hate to hear a man or a woman talk about, like, I can't say bad shit about my baby dad because I was laying with him.
Right.
I was fucking him. I made my baby with him.
Shit, we gonna keep it G.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't say
we met because of my baby father.
Right. So I can't say negative things, but I can say negative things about how you treat my fucking child.
Yes.
I can speak on that because it's my child that has to deal with it.
Yes. And I have to deal with that emotional breakdown from the child.
Exactly. So we taking on two fucking emotions, ours and the children.
Yes.
And you are just walking around with your dick out for the next bitch.
Right. And
so
just
that's
as stupid as I
so
was.
I'm not coming at you, brothers. I'm not coming at you, brothers. I'm just saying, put your feet in our shoes. Put the pump on. Put that hill on and see if you can walk a mile, because it's hard. We already endure. We're empaths. We receive penis. Y'all shit hang out. Our shit we receive. You put your shit inside us. We harbor and hold on to things. Y'all just release and let fucking go. Exactly. Like, come on now. Don't make me start telling you that, anatomy of your body, because come on, you already know this shit. So the thing is, be transparent. Yes, keep it the fuck funky with a bitch. I'm not ready for a seed. I ain't gonna take care of you. Have a baby, then the motherfucker know how to move.
Yes, because men make a big difference, especially when it comes to these boys. You make a big difference on where they go in life. You know what I mean? So if you don't want them to make the same mistakes you did and end up who you are, period, teach them to be better than you. Teach them to be more than you. Because that's what I want for my children. I go hard.
We want the children to be greater than us.
Yes.
That's the word in your religious books.
Yes. Neen, yes.
I want you to be greater than me. So why not pour that shit into your child? Like somebody you created. That's part of your blood. It's your seed, son.
How do you?
It's your seed, son.
Right. Yeah. Like, how do you do that?
The fuck is wrong with y'all? See, there go a crystal clear moment for y'all. Think about it. The woman receives you. She holds on to your seed for 10 months because you think it's 9, it's 10, motherfucker, because it got to bake.
Right.
And then you start counting.
Right.
10 months she holding on to your seed. You fertilized her egg. She held on to the motherfucking seed, produced another version of you. And how dare you walk past that version of yourself and ignore your reflection? How dare
Not
you?
embrace
You're
it.
scared of yourself when you look in the mirror, motherfucker. You
And
can't
not
tell me
embrace
you
it.
not. You can't tell me you go in the mirror and say you thorough.
You can't.
You can't.
And if you do something wrong,
Something
with
the fuck wrong. You a fucking narcissist.
something wrong with
You're a fucking American psycho. You're a fucking debates boy.
for real.
You're a fuck boy. You all of that. And I'm
And
gonna
that
say
go
that
for
shit.
you ladies too.
Yeah, same thing, women.
That go for you plug ladies who be leaving your kids with the mamas and the grandmamas and the aunties while you out shaking your ass all weekend and their shoes don't fit and their
Ain't
clothes
making no
don't fit.
money. Ain't making no money.
No money. The clothes don't fit.
You ain't coming home with no
the
bag.
cooch. You being frugal with the cooch and ain't getting nothing done.
Not coming home with a bag. You coming home with a wet pussy and no fucking bread.
And I ain't saying you gotta be fucking for money.
I ain't saying that either, but I'm saying if you're gonna be twerking, you might as well fucking do something else to
Make
get you some fucking money out of it. The fuck you twerking for free for? I'm
real.
just saying, I ain't promoting slutting and all of that, but I ain't shaming it
But
either.
you already doing it.
The
So
fuck?
for some money.
Yeah, what is we talking about?
You
Like,
already doing it.
if you out there, you out there. If you're not, you're not. But what I'm saying is, if you have avenues and ways to make your life better, I'm not turning nothing down. Like, I'm not saying you or I'm not going to judge you. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck, because at the end of the day, it's people who have fucking fucked their way to mansions and foreign cars and don't gotta fuck no more. Yep. They retired they pussy or they penises and they living the best lives. Like, come on, this shit is real. So I'm not shaming shit. What I'm saying is, if you got it, do what you got to do, but don't be dropping your children off and you're not going to get the bag.
Right.
If you're not going to get the bag, you a stay at home fucking mom. If you going to get the bag and you following dreams and desires to do the shit to make your children better, that's what the fuck we do that shit by any means necessary. By any means necessary, mama, because she gonna get taken care of too.
And listen, and this, I'm glad that you went there, because this is something else that your parents teach you and your grandmamas teach you. When you putting your best foot forward and you doing what you're supposed to, help won't come your way without asking.
Yeah.
Because you're doing what you're supposed to. When you ain't doing what you're supposed to, ain't nobody
everybody turning you down.
You.
Everybody turning you the fuck down. I'm like, no, boo, I can't do it.
You.
Ain't nobody doing it. But and another thing, hold on, let me go ahead and jump into this part with women, the women in your family women. If you have a past fucking idea of a person that you watch grow up and you seen them be at their lowest or whatever, and you seen them rebel, whatever, and then you see them growing and they're in their light and they shining and they try to show you the better person that they're becoming, and you deny them, that's fucked up.
It is.
It's fucked up.
It's a hurt piece.
If you deny people who look up to you and who care about your fucking opinions and how you feel about them,
yes,
and you negate them when they're trying to give you the best of them, that's a fucked up situation.
I agree, Bo.
So not only are we women, do we go through these things, men, we deal with the ridicule from family and friends.
Right.
So if you're going to be in a woman's life, and I ain't going to just say men, if you in a fucking feminine woman's life and you know who she is and what she's about, and you know her emotions run deep, you need to cater to them.
Truly. Cater
to those and uplift her so that you can be happy too. But if it's not reciprocated, it's going to be fucked up.
Yep. And there ain't even no point of it. It's not even no point of it. What's the point of being unhappy? That's what I want to know.
It's time to raise our vibrations in relationships. Yeah.
What is the point of being unhappy, whether it's relationship,
partnerships,
any ship.
Jump on the ship. Yeah. Don't drown yourself, motherfucker. I talk about ships all the time.
Don't drown me.
Don't drown me on your ship.
Know how to swim.
Yo, listen, let me tell you something. I talk about relationships all the time, and I say this all the time. Yeah. When you on any ship, relationship, partnership, any kind of ship, and you get on the ship, and every time you get on the ship, it's rocking, and you realize that it's not you shaking the boat.
Right.
You need to fucking abandon ship.
Big time.
Get the rat.
Get
the rat.
raft on.
Throw that shit overboard.
And get the doggy paddling because I don't know how to swim. So
I mean, don't Titanic
paddling.
this shit and be stingy. You know, if it's another motherfucker that need to
hit
jump
me
on the
with
raft, catch them too. But get the fuck out of there. There's no way. You know, and like we said, friendships I cherish friendships.
So do I,
And
bro.
when people try to make me out to be somebody that's disrespecting a friendship that I cherish, I get the fuck away. I will abandon ship. I will run and I will paddle my way like
Boo, I'm jumping
hands.
off with no life
Listen,
raft.
feet.
I'm telling you.
I'm using feet, hands, and I'm sitting on the raft like.
Yes, I'm jumping
Y'all
off
gonna
with
be like,
no
what
life
she got?
raft.
That's
I ain't
why
even
my
gonna
arms
lie.
and my fucking. That's why I can still dance because my shit is tight. Because I'm used to doing this shit.
Right.
You know, and I don't like running all the time. But sometimes you gotta go, family, friends, foes. You gotta get away from people who don't want to see you. They don't want to see your happiness prevail because if you're happy, that means you're living your life. And if they not living their life, they mad.
Right. And miserable.
That's fucked up.
And miserable.
It's fucked up. How dare you?
miserable.
How dare you shun people and decide and make decisions and judge when you got a fucking pass? How dare you?
Everybody has
How
a
dare
pass.
you? And that's why I just be like, okay, I see you.
No matter how big, how small, all of us done did something that we shouldn't have did.
Or we wanted to do and we know we shouldn't have did.
Even your thoughts is messed
Girl.
up. Your thoughts is just as bad as your actions.
So come on.
You know what I mean? So if you
shut the fuck up.
Like I thought I wanted to get the lady wheelchair stolen off my block. You know what I mean? Because she was being real mean to me and my kids. But I had to come out that thought because I'm like, I can't block my blessings with my thoughts of stealing this lady wheelchair.
She encountered the black Karen.
Knowing she needed probably, but I seen her walk, so I ain't going, you know what I mean? I seen her walk.
I
seen her walk, but I ain't gonna say nothing, but
you was walking, bitch.
my thoughts, I could only speak. We all answer for our own stuff. You know what I mean?
She was walking.
Even though it was funny and I seen her walk, I still can't steal the chair. That's wrong. Definitely wrong. That's wrong.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
We gotta keep it real, you know. You know what I do, boy. I ain't never. I don't lie.
That lady would have been like, "Who took my chair?
She told me she was gonna run down on me with my kids." I'm like, "Wait a minute,
man. We wasn't even talking to you."
Whoa.
Yeah, people are crazy, but
so you gotta be careful. All I'm saying is, back to our crystal clear thoughts. You gotta be mindful of your thoughts too, because your thoughts weigh on your actions too.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What time is it? Because you know we get to talking.
6:55.
See, we doing smooth, Philly. We running smooth. We did good today. We've been talking. We've been busting it up, and I appreciate Quita for coming on the show with me because this is something that we can do anytime. You know, it's always good to have somebody to bounce ideas off and talk to, and have crystal clear moments with. Yes, but no, we're not done. We got a few more minutes, but we're gonna go ahead and switch the conversation up. Let's go ahead and talk about sex.
Ooh,
let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about and that made me. Okay. So we was talking about relationships and guys. We was telling you how you need to uplift and. I'm just talking about relationships, period. I'm gonna stop, adding a gender to it because everybody's in a relationship and people are all, in love and shit. But we want to talk about the sexual identity in your relationship. Let me tell you something. It doesn't take much to turn a person on. But if you're not a mental stimulating type of motherfucker, you need to get up on how to mentally stimulate your counterpart because anybody can have sex and lay down and
True indeed.
but we're at a point in life where we're adults. I'm gonna need you to freak my mind before you freak my body.
Exactly.
And I have a lot of friends that I'm around. I have a lot of friends, okay, and me and Queet, we always talking. And I have a friend. Let me tell you about. I have a friend who's been in a situation where she's had. One situation where she's in love, has a man. I think they're married. I don't know. She just told me that she was, excuse me, y'all. She just told me that, she's in love or whatever. And then she met this guy And when she met the guy, they were just like cool or whatever. But it's like, and then her and this guy is not having sex, by the way, but he is mentally fucking this shit out of her.
Okay.
So she asked me, well, listen, let me tell you what she asked me. She asked me, was that cheating? And I was like, hell yeah.
Yes. Completely.
And I'm not even saying it in a bad way, like, but yeah, because sexual fantasy life, like,
it's the same.
It's the same, because if you can bust a nut from that thought, it's like having that person
right
in your room.
Right.
So she was like, all right, she probably, I don't know. I don't know if she still talks to him or whatever, but I definitely was like, hell yeah, because if you're thinking about that person and you're always like, and he's fucking your brain, so that means he's on your mind.
Right.
You're in love. You can't do that.
Right. No, you cannot.
You can't do it. So I definitely told her.
No, because
I gave her the right advice. But
you did, boo.
I did, because I wouldn't want my man to do that to me. Like, I wouldn't want him to be sexually in love with somebody else. I mean, mentally in love.
Mentally, yes.
With somebody else, and then fulfilling
like
fulfilling that with me sexually, like in his mind.
Once you have that sexual intercourse, when you mentally fucking somebody, all that together. Because I have to say that, because me and my man, I never felt this what you're saying until I met him.
Right.
And he always be like, yeah, whatever, dick is dick. And
No,
I'm like,
not.
no, it's not.
It's not.
It's really, really not. I used to think that because I never had somebody that mentally.
When you know your body, once you learn who you are as a person, you understand that the mind is the cause of everything. The mind is what considers whatever's going to happen. So that has to be cultivated before you enter my body.
And never knew that before I met him.
Yeah. So once you find that person, it opens you up to that reality. Like, yo, my fucking mind is like blown. I can't believe this.
My body doing things I never thought it could do, Neen.
Yeah, you dropping tears and shit. You crying on a dick.
My body does things with him that I never in my life thought that. I thought people, you read the little books and stuff, and you
50
like,
Shades of Grey.
She squirted. She lying. I ain't never. Who squirts? She peed. I ain't never squirt in my life until I met this man, and I'm like, oh, that shit real.
That shit is real, baby. The squirt is real.
What? Okay.
No, it's real. If you get to that G spot for real, you keep on fucking with it. You definitely can see something.
My oldest is 13, and my baby girl is 3 by him. It took me 10 years to allow myself to even
let go like that.
To be on some stuff like, oh, I'm gonna get pregnant. I didn't plan on Sequita, but
she came.
I knew we was doing things for her to get here.
Spitting image of that man.
So I have to agree with you, boo. Like, it's a big difference.
It is. People
think. With that being said, like you told her right, because I've never, since I've been with him, thought about another man.
Right. You don't want to think about another motherfucker, because once you think about that person, you fucking up something that you had, or you're blocking something that
you're gonna block your mental, like you
said.
You'll
block him from entering a space he's supposed to be in and allowing somebody else to have that space.
Right.
You can't let two people occupy that heart.
Of course.
So you know what I mean?
You're absolutely right.
You can't, especially because women, we're emotional. So you're not going to just fuck him and think you're going to just fuck him.
Right.
No, you're going to be attached to that person. You're going to want to be with him
in some way.
And you're going to find him. You're going to be trying. So it was weird, but I had to bring that question up, because I always consider and valued the things that I talk about with everybody around me.
Right.
And I have a lot of females around me, and we are all going through our own personal lives and our own personal things and our own personal struggles with relationships and ups, a lot of ups and sometimes some downs.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you have to decide how you want to manifest your relationship. And that's by making situations happen. Dinner, movie night, having crazy sex and manifesting dreams with each other, talking about what y'all want with each other while y'all fucking building while y'all having sex, talking, having conversations, being intimate with each other.
That's real.
It's just all of those things that you can do, and that's why sex is the topic, because there's so much you can do, and it's called tantric, and I always speak about it. tantric sexuality, which is you and your mate building ideas and creative sex, and you're just basically coming to have making ideas come to fruition. So that's something, you know, beautiful. But go ahead, we're gonna go ahead and end the show with the crystal clear thought, and I'm gonna go ahead and let Quita end this show because she's my guest today. So Quita, let's sum it all up. Give me your crystal clear thought on what do you think women, what's something that we can all work on. Give us a crystal clear thought on what women should be working on. Go ahead. Look at the deep thought, crystal clear thought. This is about to be deep.
Building each other up.
Come on.
We gotta stop tearing each other down. It's like with everything that you talked about today, we got so much going on as a woman because truthfully, we are the world. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for us, there will be nobody else. Mm-hmm. It's no way that this world can recreate itself unless we do it.
Producers singing in the background.
You understand what I'm saying? So if we, you know, it's crazy because I just watched that movie Chirac the other night for the first time, and they really got a point in it. If we as women check all these men, the fucking world would be a better fucking place. If we all get together and tell these niggas no pussy for the niggas that ain't doing right, because not mine. For the niggas that's not doing right. If we all collectively get together and tell these niggas that y'all are black men for real, because we the ones tearing everybody down. Right. If we all get together and collectively build these men up and make them be who they really supposed to be, we'd be a better place. The whole world would be a better place. So that's what we could do as women. True. We can get together and stop bittering and talking about each other. And build each other up.
I like it. And one thing Cardi B says in the song Up and Out, for me, I love Cardi B. Let me tell you something. I love her. I'm like a big fan of Cardi B. Like, you know, because the way she speaks, everything, like she really taught herself how to speak so that we can understand her. And really? I'm saying, like, if you hear how she speaks, you could tell she's Spanish. Right. But when you listen to her rap, she really wants to connect to everybody, all women. Like, and she got the song Up. She says, broke niggas don't deserve no pussy. Yes. I know that's right. But when I think about broke, I don't think about that she's saying just money-wise. Mentally. She broke people, like if you broke spiritually, you broke mentally, if you broke in all kinds of ways, because you'll break me. And the crystal clear thought, and just to piggyback off of her, what she's saying is the building each other up. We got to come to that conclusion that we are the world. And if we don't build each other up, all we do is create the next generation to be bitter and miserable and also. And stuck.
Like she said.
Yep. So you don't want to be stuck. You want to keep moving, because currency, like I always talk about, is a movement. It's a current. It flows. Amen. Energy. It's all of that. So if you're not moving, you can't be current with currency. Right. If you're not trying to flow with what's going on in the times that we're in today. So I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to Crystal Clear Thoughts on a Thursday. It was definitely chill with me and Quee, because we definitely got a lot to talk about. We always talk.
We always talking.
It's a blessing to have the doors open here at AYEE Radio. So I'm so thankful, Philly. Delgados, I love y'all. You already know what the team is, what the dream is, but it's Crystal Clear Thoughts every Thursday with your girl, Queen Neen.
Productions.
Yeah. Shout out to Megatron. Yes. Shout out to all the DJs.
Shout out to all the DJs that make the parties happen.
Yes. Megatron, we already know what it do. But I'm your girl, Queen Neen. That's Quita. We might have Queen and Quita and Queen. We might have that every other Thursday or something whenever she want to drop in, so we can talk about whatever. Yeah. But I love y'all so much. You already know Philly about to drop that shit. It's Queen Neen. I'm out, baby.
Queen Neen. Philly shit. Sexy shit. Let's go. Here she come. I'm sitting pretty, getting it. Queen ain't about her dividends. Straight to the point, I hate a bitch. Ain't on me cause I'm winning. Young shit, step your brain up. Stop sucking dick, step your brain up. Closed mouths don't get fed, but if you close your lips, you're more dangerous. Paper chasing full speed ahead. Yeah, I'm hungry, I eat the bread. Hating on me, what the problem is. I love a challenge, I solve it quick. This what a queen should feel like. Hold down the queendom real tight. Play no games, I won't say no names, but the niggas know you little lame like. What you looking for?